Yo, everyone. Dr. Jason Turner here, back with another live reaction to Death Battle. And this one is very interesting. I know I missed out on the last few, but I had to put all the stops for this one. We got Ash Ketchum versus Yugi on a death battle. Never did I think I would see the day, man, because I'm guessing the logic here is, you know, they're both like, avatars, so to speak, for like other things. So like, you know, Ash uses Pokemon to do his Pokemon battles. The Pokemon are the ones with the abilities. And then same thing with Yugi. Yugi is the one like summoning monsters and doing magic and whatnot to, you know, attack his opponents. But this will be interesting as to who I think is going to. Well, hold on, wait. Let me see what this little clip is right here.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Oh man. Oh yo, this is gonna be sick. This is gonna be sick. Okay, so I understand the logic with, like, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like a hologram card game, right? Whereas Pokemon are like real monsters that can actually hurt you. I'm gonna assume that Death Battle is ignoring that rule because, you know, the monsters from Yugi have to do something, right? So I imagine let's ignore the hologram bit, right? It's not a hologram anymore, and let's make this like actual monsters, right? So between the two of them, who's gonna come out on top? I know they got some OP Pokemon. Here I'm gonna skip the sponsor. Okay, yeah. Let's make it like right about here. Yeah. So for Pokemon, so the big question right now is, which party is Ash using, right? Is he using a mix from like all the different regions? Is this only his Kanto league? Is this his Unova league? You know, which Pokemon is he allowed to use? And I doubt he has any legendaries in here, so nothing crazy like Arceus or Deoxys coming in and just, you know, nuking the entire battlefield. So I imagine it has to be Pokemon like, you know, his Charizard, his Pikachu, and, you know, I don't keep up with Pokemon in all the regions in terms of the anime, so I don't know which Pokemon Ash has caught in since probably Hoenn, but yeah, he's got a good roster to choose from for Pokemon. With Yugi, and let's be clear, I'm pretty sure they're going to be using Yami Yugi, okay? The Pharaoh, Atem. Yugimoto might be in here somewhere, but you know it's going to be way more badass if it's Atem, right? So, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has spanned a number of different iterations. It had, you know, GX, it had 5Ds, Zexal, Arc V, Vrains. I don't even know where they're at right now, but which deck is Yugi allowed to use? I imagine because it's Yugi, he's going to be using the classic set from the traditional Yu-Gi-Oh! So like your Egyptian God cards, your Dark Magician, your I Summon Pot of Greed. It allows me to draw 2 more cards. I imagine it's probably that era. So no Synchro summons, no Pendulum summons, just straight up classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Rules. That being said, if those are the rules between the two, I think Yugi got this in the bag because, you know, you take away Yugi's cards, he still got, you know, the Pharaoh abilities, right? He still got the Millennium Puzzle. Let's not kid ourselves. But I'm just trying to think really hard about this because I feel like it's almost an unfair matchup, and I'm like, Ash has to have something up his sleeve for this to be going in his way, but I can't think of anything, man. I'm telling you, take away Ash's Pokemon, he's just a 10-year-old kid, okay? Yugi is dog walking him, all right? So I don't think he has anything after that, you know? I think Yugi is dog walking Ash in this, but here, I digress. Let's put this at let's see, like maybe 1.5-ish. And let's get the breakdown of the characters and see if this sways our mind anyway. But that's me going in without having seen this, just knowing Ash and Yugi. I'm putting money on Yugi, okay? Yugi is There's no kidding with the Pharaoh, okay? But here, let's see. Let's see.
Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. All the kids get their first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town. Ash wanted to be a Pokemon master.
Okay.
He didn't really know.
Here, let's pause here, right? Because I really don't need the guys to explain it to me. I'll read the stats. I'll see what they had to say. 10 years old for 25 years. 4'7", Pallet Town champion of Alola and World Coronation Series Monarch. Yes, Rotom Pokedex, Rotom Phone, Z Power Ring. Look, okay. Mega Glove. Likes. I don't need to have his Tinder profile. National Ash Ketchum Day, September 15th. I did not know that. I did not know that. Okay.
Well, Ash knew he'd find his answers at the Pokemon League tournament. So Oak hooked him up with the electric mouse, Pikachu. And wait, he's your problem now.
You know Pikachu is going to be his hard carry this entire death battle. You know it is.
The rest, as they say, is history. 25 seasons, over 1,200 episodes.
Woo! Whoa! How many series does Pokemon have?
As a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
Let me go back.
Had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say,
Let me see this.
25 seasons, over
Some of these I had no idea. Wait a minute. Okay, obviously I was in the Pokemon trenches and classic Pokemon, Indigo League, Adventures of the Orange Islands, the Johto Journeys, Johto League Champions, Master Quest, Advanced. I didn't even know Advanced Challenge and Advanced Battle were two different things. What the hell? Battle Frontier. Diamond and Pearl is where I started to drop off from Pokemon. And in general, like the games, the anime, that's where I dropped off. DP Battle Dimension. Diamond Pearl. Galactic Battles. Sinnoh League Victors. Sinnoh League Victors. Black and White Rival Destinies. Black and White Adventures in Unova and Beyond. Then X and Y. I don't know what that says behind Ash. X and Y something quest. XYZ. I didn't even know there was that. Dog, some of these I had no idea they had subtitles this many. Even back in Advanced, I had no idea. I know Advanced and Advanced Battle. When the hell did Advanced Challenge start? I don't remember that at all. Sun and Moon Ultra Adventures, Sun and Moon Ultra Legends. And then, okay, Pokemon. I think Journeys. Was Journeys the one where the animation style changed, or was that Sun and Moon? I don't remember which one it was, but Master Journeys the series and Ultimate Journeys the series. Okay. That was a neat little thing I wanted to just see because I don't keep up with Pokemon like that anymore. But I do play, some of the Pokemon games recently. Right.
Types that would be immune to electric attacks in the games can't stop what this Pikachu dishes out. Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over time, Pikachu learned Volt Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball, and Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! The perfect attack for Oko and flamboyant thieves and air balloons. Looks like they're blasting off again. So clearly the anime
as usual.
Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, is vulnerable to lightning. But somehow they use thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee! Speaking of fast, Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but Quick Attack increases that speed even more. And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy, opting for big damage over stalling.
Oh
Ash's style
my.
is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded. As the great philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid? Ash and Pikachu's bond is magnetic and brought them new allies. Misty, Brock, Serena, just to name a few. Underneath the stubbornness of crispy bikes, they are loyal friends. Just like Ash's Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box.
Ooh,
Ash's
okay.
League ID won't let him carry more than 6 at a time.
Okay, so he's only gonna have 6. Who is he allowed to bring into this? I gotta know. Who's he allowed to bring into this? Bulbasaur, okay. He's not. Is he gonna be allowed to use Mega Evolutions?
That's what I would say if Tobias didn't actually replay a freaking Latios. I made a win, 4Kids. Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
Ah, good old 4Kids. I love that. I love their licensing. Okay. Okay. Are they summarizing his entire journey? Squirtle flying type.
Charizard came around too. He's the last one you want to see on the field.
Okay.
Even if you have a Blastoise like Gary, Ash will call for the most unexpected signature move.
Seismic Toss. Inclusively absorbs sunlight for its beam. Diglett is sent to cool. Okay.
Vanillix causes blizzards. Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space. Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world. Oh, and Pikachu clearly...
Z, I mean, that's the thing. Why are they going over every single Pokemon like it? Is he allowed to use all of these?
With new regions, so are new flying types like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile. And Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone, but mainly Gibble.
I imagine you could use the entire lineup if they're going over all of this.
Which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh, and this huge log that's basically a whole tree, he chucked it like it was nothing.
Okay, that's a gag though. That's not that's not serious. That's not serious.
This is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must protect and enrich each other's lives. Like Miney, the Mr. Mime back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep, that Mr. Mime, the stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball. And
Right, the sus stepdad. Right.
Ways to bond with his pals with Aura. It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario. This Jackal excels at CQC.
Okay, if he brings out Lucario, I don't know. I don't know. And Mega Evolution Lucario, yeah.
Mega would have been handy at the Safari Zone.
Was that a gun?
Accidentally caught 30
What was that?
hugging them. Ash, they're bulls. Ash genuinely loves his little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again.
Over and over again.
And lock in. Ash's strength is not in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their senses of movement,
Greninja,
transforming him
2.
into Ash Greninja. It comes with a huge
Ash
but there's a
Greninja.
catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken. Ash Greninja ran the ones with champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes. Ash's Pokemon and teamwork get along like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who tried to kill all
Escape
life.
Mountain
They
Market,
fought the giants, the Reggie kind, not the New
Okay.
York ones. Who holds
Okay.
a Reggie Gigas, who can tow entire regions. Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alana, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre. Don't get me started on Alana. Ash did everything right, but no, Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blastburn beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charts right, 4 kids. Boomstick, 4 kids.
I had no idea.
Regardless, after his loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar, Gigantamax.
Okay. I'm assuming he has access to all of these. I thought they were gonna limit him to just like six Pokemon.
This Rainbow Lightning is their ace. You see this coming? You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. Used with an Ultra Beast? Cooked. Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the Sun God, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Oh.
Ash got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary. In fact, when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time. And Dialga literally controls the concept of time. Is there a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended? But it all started with Pikachu, so it was gonna end with Pikachu in the Tournament of Champions. And
I did see that episode with Leon.
Finally, after 3,000 years, we're free. 4 kids, let my boy win. Yes. Sure. Ash did his best, and he had no regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers. Ash realized that
About
Pokemon
time.
Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked the way it landed. Because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
Whoo, man, what a rap sheet, man.
If you want to travel the world like Ash or look as rad as Yugi,
Is
we
this-
got the threads for you.
Is this a sponsor? Oh,
Like this,
Jesus.
a bunch of Death Battle staff and
Let's go ahead a little
Each
bit.
piece is Flash Death Battle. Nah, they were
Okay, here we go. Let's glaze up the guy that's gonna win this fight.
to solve the mystery of ancient Egypt. What was the secret to such a glorious civilization? Time travel? The divine hand? Aliens? Nah, they were gamers. Egyptians played games. With sorcery, these magical ceremonies punished dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
The Shadow
they were
Game.
banished to the Shadow Realm. Wink. Sadly, the way of the Shadow Games was lost across time and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern day, Yugi reassembled.
Oh, wow, was that season 0?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Damn.
Turn that jam up. Yugi was a shy kid that helped run his grandpa's game shop. But little did he know that
Oh, they're
Yugi
straight.
was
Okay, so it's Yugimoto.
Yami, always willing to lend Yugi a hand and always on demon time while doing so.
He's friends with Bobobo? What the hell was that? He's friends with Bobobo?
Yugi a hand and always on
What is this random fun fact? Do y'all know about this? I know who Bobobo is, but what is this? Since when? From where? Was that written? Was that series written by the Yu-Gi-Oh author too? Like that is a no. No.
demon time while doing so. He's anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to play a shadow game. Whether it's Griddle Air Hockey, Mario Party with Chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters. It's a summoner's war. Time to
Duel
send monsters to the
Monsters.
graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points. When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was
Oh
time
man,
to
remember? Yeah, I remember when his hair was green.
playing a children's card game. And for his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways. Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul, or the infamous Mind Crush.
Oh God,
It
no.
brings monsters to reality. forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away.
He could just mind crush Ash, honestly. Mind crush Ash.
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run
Oh wait, hold on. What did that say? Others have used penalty gains at will to cast, but Yami doesn't resort to them unless he wins a game with X. Okay.
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo. With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey, Yugi and Yami were ready for anything. Because Yugi had a great early deck. Monsters for offense, spells for effects, and traps for setup.
Classic Yu-Gi-Oh, man. No, he lost Exodia.
Why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck. Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very clever strategist. His style works
Gaia, the fierce knight.
Cool story, Wiz, but what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes kindness guy aiming at his dome? Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo and have it multiply. With a 1,000 strong meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze. Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him. But I'm about brute force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning, and a giant soldier of stone can destroy moons. Time Wizard better. It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds a local.
My baby dragon.
For wizards and wise sages. Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand. Dark Magician. And
Dark Magician.
Both are masters of dark magic, and Yugi often pairs them with the damage redirecting magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals. There's support monsters too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game works. Is he cheating? Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real world card game. Yugi also has tons of spell cards.
Yeah, I'm about to say they were not using the right rules with that goddamn moon hit.
Draw 2 more cards like Pot of Greed, which lets him draw 2 more cards like
They did the joke. Pot of greed. I get pot of greed. Okay.
And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press Control Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back. Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus. Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls, Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated. No, Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless, Yugi and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half. They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out, and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities. And all of this power culminated
Damn
in Battle
right.
City, hosted by Kaibacore.
Battles. Oh god, one of the wow, God, I love this arc.
Surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out. These cards were Cypher, the Electric Dragon, Ra, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity. This was a different ballgame altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet. So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end, or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in duels, pulling off some ridiculously high IQ plays. When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the gods' limits. And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning Magic, promptly defeating Ra. This ain't new for the
Beautiful.
magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox.
Oh god, Bonds Beyond. Yo, are they gonna reference Dark Side of Dimensions?
Which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Or Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie?
Dark Hole Dragon is a sentient black hole. Planet alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe. But at the top would be the great evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness. It was
Okay, hold on, wait. Several feats use holographic monsters, but these monsters and their abilities become real without alteration through Millennium items. Ka, Ba, Dual Disc V3, etc. Make such feats applicable. Okay, so the Millennium items make the cards, like, do the feats they claim to do.
Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will duel monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the cards.
Anything he wishes.
All this time, he doesn't just make up rules, he's stacking his deck. Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck. It's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Bs. Okay, well, I'd be the king of games.
Okay.
Too. I could just decide I have a royal flush every round. Whatever. Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem.
Atem!
The ruler of the afterlife. Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light. He's the ultimate duel monster who banished Zork and all of
Dang.
his darkness for good. The epitome of screw you, I win. No kidding. For Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same light. Judgment had passed.
Dude, I'm sorry. Ash is losing this fight. I'm sorry. There's no way. There is no way.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist.
Let me actually see this part right here. Dodge light speed. Haraki's light created the multiverse. Atem blocked the full power blast from Zork. Overcame Pegasus' mind reading and other tricks. As Dragon Master Knight caused a blast that was Destroyed the Millennium Ring as it enveloped all of existence in darkness. One duelist kingdom, battle city in a tournament to be picked. Okay.
Duel between Yugi and Atem. Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his older half. Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay,
Love
it
that.
me, not him. I'm sorry I called you a cheater. I was jealous.
It should have been me, not him.
In game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was. Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it
That's hilarious. This man was
There will always
obsessed.
be another story, another duel, another game, and you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games. The Battle of the Millennium is about to start, but we wouldn't be able to make it happen without some help.
All right, let's see. And obviously, I'll put it at the default speed as well, so that we could actually enjoy the animation.
We're treating this as a real-time fight, much like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them. It's time.
Oh, so Ash can listen. I don't care what. I don't care if Ash can go into his entire back catalog, his entire box setup in his PC. I don't care. Yugi is dog walking him. Yugi's dog walking him. Nothing in those stat pages changed my mind. And I'm dead serious. That's actually really cool right here. I like this. Okay, they got like a rock backdrop.
You okay, Pikachu? This Furon Forest tricky. Hang in there.
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack. And I set one card face down to end my turn.
That's not Dan Green, is it? It sounds pretty good.
It's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him up with quick attack. Everyone else, back him up. Great job. Now, Thunderbolt.
Not my Dark Magician.
You forgot about my face down card. Rise, Dimension Snake!
Ooh. Oh, okay. That was actually kind of cool. He's down.
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
All.
I mean them all.
That's his entire PC box. Okay. Okay.
Charizard, I choose you.
It's everything. So that means Yugi got fair game too. He can summon. Just look at that. He summoned like the entire army. These rules. Yeah, there's no rules. There's no rules. Yeah, Yugi got this. Yugi got this. If he's allowed to summon everything, Yugi got this. Yugi got this. Mega Lucario, I love it. I love it, but you ain't, yeah. You ain't doing anything against Ra. Ooh. Infernape. Summon Skull. Whoa, some of the gods are coming in, the legendaries. Yeah, I'll admit, they got some of the cool camera angles summoning the monsters. Are these the Egyptians? Yes! Slifer the Sky Dragon! Ooh. Oh, okay! Yami coming out! Gigantamax Gengar? Yep. Womp womp. Oh, hello. The darkness is getting... Ah, no, because he's dark. Oh, he almost got Gengar. Whoa! Yo, did he hit the Millennium Puzzle?
I'm sorry, partner. Don't worry. It's my turn now.
Oh, Moto. Okay. Oh, yo! Okay, come on. Yo, he's winning. I'm sorry. He's winning. He is winning this. I'm sorry. He's winning this. Monster Reborn. With the gods. Palmer.
Pokemon.
What's that Pokemon?
This is it! Magician! Flash burning magic! Harapti! Joser!
I think that is Dan Green. I think that is. Ooh. Greninja, no. Swords of Revealing Light! Oh, man.
Pikachu, let's finish this together.
Listen, power of friendship ain't saving them, man. Oh, that's cool. I like that. The Rainbow Thunderbolt.
You activated my trap card!
There's always something. Oh!
Back to attack your life points directly!
Ah! Beep-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Wow, he didn't straight up kill him. That's what's up. Where's Mewtwo at?
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
Someone cry on him so he could get unfrozen. Wow. I knew it. There was just no way. There was no way Ash was winning. Once they said no rules, it's oh, that's funny. They actually said that.
Strategy and monsters. Starting with experience. Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best. And
He got Atem though. He has Atem. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. He has the Egyptian pharaoh in his head. 3,000 years old.
Even Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon. So Ash wins an experience.
They gave Ash. I guess. Yeah. Technically, yeah.
Using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics. But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember,
He breaks the
Yugi and
rules.
Atem's teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards. Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability.
Right.
So a Dark
Right.
style win was unlikely. But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits. Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way. The heart of the cards.
Heart
is
of the cards,
Yugi
baby.
is determined to support his monsters with spells, traps, and buffs.
What is this? Gengar's original trainer claimed he caused misfortune, but this is false. Gengar's only method of cursing is his cursed body ability. Atem can bend fate and even defeated an opponent with supernatural good luck.
Duels with American Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja. Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon. And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace.
It is unlikely Ash's Pokemon could overcome Yugi's attack, disabling the redirection cards. Pokemon moves are affected by Disable, and Team Rocket's Wobbuffet regularly reflects Ash's attacks. This includes Z moves, which have been overpowered, such as Guzma's Goalie
With
Supply.
cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder. But I know some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong enough to chug trees and lift baby guns.
Mind break. Mind break. He'll get mind break.
Similarly tough. And the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd...
I like this. Ash can attempt to destroy Yugi's cards or dual disc, but Yugi has too many defenses for him to reliably do so. Yugi also requires neither to summon monsters. So I like the idea. It's like, dude, just break his dual disc. It's done. He can't summon anything. Good luck trying. Good luck trying.
And, well, Yugi's similarly tough. And the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
Yes.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy. So it all comes down to the monsters. Yugi had a
got
slightly
this.
larger pool of monsters, but Ash's can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning.
It don't matter.
However, Yugis can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tier scale to glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with.
Let me actually read this. Ash struggled against Dialga, Palkia, Mewtwo, and Lugia during journeys. Cynthia's Garchomp had her Draco Meteor easily stopped by Palkia's special Rend. Even with generous scaling and favorable interpretations of Ultra Space, Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse is infinite and contains dimensionally transcendent spaces like the Afterlife, Prana Realm, etc. I have no idea what the hell that is, surpassing Pokemon's cosmology.
And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunstill Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time. And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, relying only on his remaining Pokemon. If Mr. Mime faints, no more psychic barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution. And so on. The longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had. And he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him. Even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games.
Correct.
Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost. And he can, bend fate to draw whatever card he...
Let me see. An alternate version of Ash appears in Pokemon Masters EX, including such scaling wouldn't surpass Yugi's best feats and would suggest Yugi would get Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links scaling, which expands its options even more. Oh, is Yu-Gi-Oh! And Duel Links like even more infinitely powerful? I didn't know that. The mobile game.
Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards. Exactly.
Oh, that's
Yugi's
funny.
Versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock Ash stone cold.
Peak.
That was a good attempt at a fun whiz.
And it's funny because I'm wearing a Pokemon shirt.
Ash got Yugi owned. The winner is Yugi Moto.
Love it. Love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, there was just no way, man. There was just no way that, there was just no way. There was just no way. I am aware of the Pokemon that exists in the Pokemon mythos, like ones that could like bend time, reality, all that stuff. If there are no rules in a Yu-Gi-Oh duel, which in this case there was none, and you're allowed to just summon everything on the field, it's over. It is over. No, Yugi had this in the bag. Obelisk, the Tormentor, Herakti, everything. And I liked how there were no rules, right? He didn't have to like sacrifice anyone. He just straight up said, 5 cards, go! And it was a done deal. It was a done deal. It does follow the anime because they don't really follow the rules in the anime. But wow, what a great one. How do you guys feel about this? Because it does kind of take away from the authenticity of the fight itself, because technically these are 2 different characters from 2 different universes, and they all operate on different rule sets, right? Yu-Gi-Oh! The game functions as a card game, and it has its own rule set. You got to do things to set up monsters to be summoned and all that jazz. If you just straight up summon everything, it kind of takes away like what makes that character a strategist. Same with Pokemon, right? You have to choose only 6, but if you're allowed to just summon your entire, multi-terabyte hard drive of Pokemon, it's like, is there a strategy anymore? Is there really a battle going on? But it was still fun. It was still fun. I liked it. And I understand why they had to do it, because if you want these 2 to fight against each other, you got to take away the rule set. You have to. Like, you can't just have, Ash attacking Yugi with his Pokemon, and Yugi can't do anything because he's still in his, like, standby phase, So, yeah, it's, they had to bend the rules. They just said straight up, no rules, and Yugi came out on top. It was a done deal. I like how he turned to stone, though. Gotta make the Pokemon cry to bring him back to life. But good episode, good episode. Let me know what you all think down in the comments below. How did you like this episode of Death Battle? Do you want to see more like this, where they take away characters from like different game universes and have them fight each other? This one's really unique, It's not like Master Chief versus Doomslayer or Goku versus Superman, or Dante versus Clive, where you just cherry pick them and then just boom, 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 have them clash. This one is like straight up like game characters. Like the world of Pokemon operates in its own rule sets with how Pokemon are allowed to fight. The same with Yu-Gi-Oh! The Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters game operates in its own way and how it's supposed to play with other characters. Take those and mash them together, and you have like a free-for-all in this universe. So that was interesting to see. I'm curious what other shows they can pull from that kind of operate on this same thing. Like, goodness, I don't know. What's another like game-esque show? Not Bakugan. Oh god, not Bakugan. I don't know. Let me know what you all think down in the comments below. I'm really curious what other shows they could probably operate under this same rule set. But yeah, great video, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, comment down below what your favorite moment was, and subscribe if you're new to the channel if you haven't done so already. And we'll catch you on the next one. DJ A signing off, and we'll see you next time.